Thunderfury is one of the, if not the most coveted items in the game. It can be equipped by Warrior, Rogue, Pally, Hunter. However, usually it's just given to the main tank, and it takes a full 40-man guild to down the bosses and then give that item, the bindings, to the chosen person. But what if you could solo this boss? Well, you can solo this boss, and I'm going to show you how. Now, I'm not the one who discovered this. Garr, his Twitch channel is Let's Garr, or Go or whatever. He is the one who, he's like a multi-boxer extraordinaire. He multi-boxes Strat Undead to try and solo the mount. But this is about soloing Baron Geddon and Garr, so you can get your own Thunderfury. Let me introduce you to Garr here. He always starts his stream by saying hello about 10 times.
Hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Beginning broadcast. Hello? Hello, hello.
And then he also has a cat cam for the cat enjoyers. So yeah, check out his stream. He's a chill dude, and he's a big part of the Mancrick community. Very helpful fellow. With this strategy, you can get Thunderfury on any class. However, only a hunter can solo the boss. That means if you want to get it on a warrior, rogue, pally, or even on a mage, you would have to have a second account. Now, in today's day and age, a lot of people have multiple WoW accounts. It's a very common thing on WoW Classic. So, if you're not willing to have a second account, then obviously this wouldn't work for you to get it on your warrior or whatever the case may be. But this is a potential. Or if you have a hunter and you want to get Thunderfury, well, now you know how. Yeah, so you can see in his Discord here, he is tracking. So here's Geddon 7, Garr 8, Geddon 8, Garr 9, Geddon 9, right? And so he's got a quick strike ring there. And then in, let's see, he does get a binding there on number 16. So after 16 weeks, he gets there. He's got the 2 bindings. So anyways, let's get into how to solo these bosses. Okay, so I'm going to show you the setup for doing this. Each boss kill takes like more than an hour, but you don't need the best gear. So he sends his pet into those giants, then sends it backwards, and he goes by, he feigned death. Now what he's doing is he's going to wait for a patrol. You can see the gear, it's like blues and a couple epics. So he's going to mark the Surger skull, and as it goes down the ramp, he's going to start heading close. And then he's going to put his pet on the 2 mobs down there as the Surger goes back. He's going to feign death here on the pillar. And he's just going to check around, make sure there's no dog patrols. And when it's safe, he's going to use an invis potion, get past these mobs here, and then do some lava jumping. And there's going to be a little ledge for him to get a little reset, heal up a little bit. Then from this point, he can basically continue towards Ragnaros' area. This is where you're going to be able to, kill the bosses, because anytime someone solos a boss in Classic, it's always with this like having a moat or a jump or some area where the things you're soloing, they can't hit you and you can hit them. So now he's going to send his pet over and stealth it, because Eyes of the Beast only lasts so long. He hits stay, and then he redoes it, and he's going to send his pet in. Now this is the second time sending his pet in. You can see a little fire spawn there, because the first time the boss didn't come. So just be aware that sometimes you pull the boss and they don't go to you. But he's going to hit an ad, run away, and in a couple seconds here, we're going to be seeing the boss, in addition to a large entourage of mobs you don't want coming. And so here they are. So now is separation. We have to separate. And so he feigned death, and you can see that a lot of stuff starts leaving. But then he gets out of the feigned death and re-aggroes the boss, and things are still chained. So there's going to be a lot of this stuff comes towards him, and then he's going to feign death at the last second. Stuff starts leaving, and to be honest, I don't understand absolutely everything here. I think you would have to do some trial and error, right? This is just kind of like a bit of a guide. He's using sometimes his body or his pet to re-aggro things. So now you can see that he has, based on where he's standing, right? Your positioning is always going to be very important here. But he has been able to re-aggro the boss and the ads, but the giants and the dogs, they're gone. So now it's on to, I guess, phase 3, which is getting the kill phase set up. Because you can see all these ads. Now, there's a mechanic that I did not know about, and that is if you are fighting Garr for a really long time, he's just going to start blowing up the ads. You're not going to have to get them to low health and kill them for them to blow up. He's just going to blow them up. Now, sometimes he runs the pet across, and then, pet dies, and then he does that. I'm honestly not sure why he does that sometimes. It has to do, I guess, with him trying to just position different things, maybe trigger different things. But soon we're going to see the ads start to die. So he positions the pet there to re-aggro, and then he's going to feign death as they're about to hit him. He's got marks on some of the different ads, and this is where the magic is about to start to happen. So I think he's going to shoot them here a couple times. I don't know if shooting them has any sort of bearing on what happens, but you can see the timer here is at 2 minutes and 30 some odd seconds, 2 minutes 40 seconds, and you can see in the chat Garr forces Fireswarm to erupt. You're going to see another one happen soon. He's going to get 10 reputation. So he's typing 4 out of 8, and then he changes it to 5 out of 8 because 5 have died. And in a second here, you can see he's at 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes now. He's going to feign death, and near the top right of the screen, we're going to see a 6th ad blow up. In a couple seconds here, 3, 2, 1, and then boom, you see it blow up, right? So the ads are just self-destructing because he's staying in combat with the boss for so long, and that's just what's happening. So now what you have to do is get all the ads to blow up, and you get the boss alone. And what he does is he parks the pet such that the pet is to the right, and this is now the kill spot basically. So he's gonna let the boss get to kind of the tip of that peninsula in line with him, then he feign deaths, and now he can shoot because the boss is aggroed onto the pet. So the boss is gonna chase after the pet, but then he hits the boss and he over aggroes what the pet has for aggro. And then he's going to feign death. And that's the kill phase. And you would just rinse and repeat. Because now we're moving on to Geddon here. So you just rinse and repeat. And I'll show you him looting the bosses, the screenshots. I accidentally deleted footage from a VOD, a Twitch VOD that's now gone, of him actually killing the bosses. But these videos, they just kind of show how to get to the kill phase, but he doesn't actually kill them. Anyways, so he's going to get over to Geddon. He evaded the dog. He's going to hit the boss. And then, the boss is going to chase over to him. Now he's running around. Of course, with Geddon, you don't have to worry about any sort of ads other than the mobs that aggro with him, the trash mobs you don't want. But it's pretty easy to separate with Feign Death. So he Feign Deaths here, then he gets out of the Feign Death and he re-aggros the boss. Now, of course, the other ads are going to come, but he's going to do several, back and forth, let the boss get close, Feign Death, and eventually, with the correct positioning and such, especially because the boss does that Inferno, that little fart cloud, eventually he's able to get rid of all the giants and such, and so let's see here. He's going to get the boss close, and then he's going to Feign Death soon. Then he Feign Deaths, then it's resetting. Then, because the boss gets close to him, he re-aggros, but it looks like all the other stuff didn't aggro, and so, it's just trial and error, and then eventually you just get the boss alone. Now you would be able to unboon here. Now he's just showing us the kill phase, but you'd be able to unboon. Now, what you have to do is you do need to hit the boss with the pet. Now he's going to try it here, I believe, but he fails just because the boss kills the pet. And so you do need the boss or the pet to kind of survive. So anyways, let's see what happens here. The pet's actually kind of low health, so I think he heals the pet. So he lets the boss patrol towards him. He moves the pet towards him closer. He mends the pet. The boss is about to get him. He does the fart, and then he's going to Feign Death. The boss leaves. Now the pet is healed, and he puts the pet right there. And the boss is going to head towards the pet. And then he sends the pet in. It unfortunately dies. So that was a bit of a failure. So he's going to do the same thing again. And I think he's going to be successful this time. So he's going to... Because he wants the pet to hit the boss, but the pet to not die. And so he's going to set it up again. Again, there's trial and error. Takes some time. But once you get it all set up, you're good to go. So he's going to run the pet in, and he hits, and then he hits stay. And then the pet is like, well, the boss is now chasing after him. Or so maybe he's, no, now the pet hits. He does have to do a restorative potion there, but the pet has hit the boss. And so now he's going to get into position for the kill. He's going to move the pet a little bit. And then he's going to go to his position right here, similar to with Garr. And now it's the kill phase. Now he can shoot the boss as it goes past. Hits him a couple times. And then over aggro's the pet aggro. And then... he's going to wait for the boss to get close and Feign Death and rinse and repeat. Now he does say in a couple seconds not to go too close to the boss. So again, he's shooting the boss, right? It's just back and forth, rinse and repeat at this point. So he puts down a light of a loon and he just says, don't go past. You don't want to go too far because that'll mess things up. So it's all about positioning. You stand in your spot. And also, you don't want Serpent Sting to be on the boss. You want to make sure it falls off before you Feign Death. And that's how you solo these bosses. If you enjoyed the video, drop me a sub and a comment. Catch me live on my Twitch channel, Dwarflord TV, to connect with me or say hi to me in game on any of my characters. Dwarflord out.
And they say that the Dwarflord could save us. I'm not gonna pave here and wait. I'll hold on to the beard of the Dwarflord. Watch as we heroic leap away.